Does anybody come?
Hello, Dustin.
Hey!
No matter where you run, or who you save, all roads lead back to me.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dead by Daylight stream. Last stream, guys, we were checking out some good build synergies with the new Stranger Things perks, and this time I thought it'd be cool to try and do a win streak. I usually don't do streams like this because nowadays I think DBD is so competitive that it's hard to do a win streak without just avidly going out of your way to tunnel or use the most meta perks. But I have a build that I think is kind of... it's solid, but it also doesn't necessarily force me to tunnel. So we're going to try the new Turn Back the Clock perk. And I was going to run the add-on that lets survivors become exhausted when they run under your undergate, but I think I'll just swap that for Mindbreaker because we're going to be patrolling gens anyway, so I think that's just about as good. And Hive Mind and Ruin, I think, has really good synergy as well. So I'm just gonna try and slow down survivors naturally with some Hemorrhage and Mangled, and I'm gonna try this out. I might switch out the build, but I feel like this is a pretty easy, just kind of throw on and play build, and it doesn't really rely on too much. So I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how high of a streak we can get. I might switch this out if it's not working out for us, but I mean, these are pretty strong perks, so I doubt we'll have a hard time with the build. I think it'll just be a matter of how good I actually perform today. What's going on, Reaper? I'm assuming by Ken you mean you're referring to Henry Creel. He does kind of have a Barbie doll face, a little bit. An old Vecna. Yeah, good choices. Nemesis has really good perks, honestly. And Vecna's are not bad. There's some synergies out there.
Ghoul.
No Ghoul, that's good. Yeah, I hate playing against Ghoul. I don't really, frankly, even enjoy playing Ghoul that much. Like, Ghoul has things about him that are kind of fun and nice to play, but at the same time, it's just not really my play style. So I'm just kind of going to see how this goes today. I am going to try my best, so if we need to tunnel people out, then we can, but...
Sorry, his name in the show is Ken Kaneki.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, duh. I usually just hear people call him Kaneki, not Ken. Yeah, that's my bad. Then I'm like, who'd you get? You must mean this person. You're like, no, I mean Ghoul. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're not playing Ghoul. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Somebody DC'd immediately. I'm not sure if it's because they're playing against me who's playing Vecna, or if it was just a fluke or what. Got a nice early hit here.
I didn't know how to spell his last name.
You're good. I should have picked up on that. I'm a little slow.
Your time.
That was a nice quick down. My Ruin is gone immediately, though. It's a bit of a shame. Didn't last long whatsoever. I think I'm going to hook it main, because I think it'll be nice and easy to defend. Let's just scroll get off. No. Thanks for the free hit there, buddy. Oh, he got me with that fake. That was good on him. My other totem spawned in right here, which is good for me. I think I'm just gonna go check out the hook because this gen was about to pop. Oh, had a little body block right there. Luckily for this ace, I was still on cooldown for an M1. Alright, got a nice little hit there. Meanwhile, I think it might be good to go bother whoever's on this gen. I don't know if we can stop it, but... Damn, my other totem's gone already. They're all over the totems today. I'll say you either stay on the gen and get hit, or you move off, but you can't do both. Can't finish the gen and avoid the hit. So we're right back in World Breaker, which is huge. Wow. Good drop from her. I've seen a lot of Vecnas try and not M1 at all. I don't have that much pride. I'm cool with taking it a free M1 if I get one. It's a bit weird up elevations too. I think we let this girl go because everybody's injured. We don't have to be picky here. We'll go for whoever's greeding that gen. And can we make this too? Yes, we can. Huge. So I think I'm going to save my turn back the clock. See if we can use it on another gen. We'll use it on this, just so it regresses. And then we'll pick up Ada. And then when we go back, we can turn back the clock again if they go back on that gen. So they're going to try to do, but we have another gen we can work on too. Basically, I have a free one to save here for a rainy day. And now we just found out which gen they're on over there. Ooh, that was really close, actually. Alright, let's go turn back the clock on this gen, because we know they're working on it. This is Ace. I don't want to get too greedy, but I did want to turn back the clock on his gen. Got him. And that's a body block. Sorry, Ace. We'll get another turn back the clock. This build's really nasty, honestly. Even with Ruin and Hive Mind gone, I've still got a solid regression perk and Mindbreaker. So they can't sprint burst off if I come with undergate attacks. That one's still regressing, so we'll go see who we can find. Okay, never mind. They did those. What about this gen to my right? Doesn't have any progress. I'd imagine... Oh, this 8 is kind of screwed. Alright, this is the bot too. Alright, we got a player dead, which is good. We're still at 4 gens, by the way. I'm not sure if you could turn back the clock while carrying a survivor. I'm gonna guess no. Because I feel like that'd be a little too strong. We didn't really get to use this one, but that's alright. Got another undergate ready to go pretty much. Pretty soon here. I'm not sure what that one was, don't ask me. Turn back the clock. Keep chasing. We don't have to stop at all, which is huge. Ooh, that was a good read from him. Is that a hit? It is a hit. Huge. was another close one. I still see sparks on that gen back there, which is huge, because that means Ace hasn't worked on it at all since I turned back the clock. And it was at like 70% or so, I think, when we kicked it. We'll just take the M1. Really strong first game so far, and mind you, we lost Ruin in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, that's still regressing. Did finish another gen, but that's alright. We'll check out this one to my right. This could be Kate. Nope, nothing. I don't even have anything to turn back. Everything's regressing already or at 0. Barely missed. Just got his ankles on that one. Oh, he tried to juke, but he was a little late. This hill's a bit weird. You have to kind of be able to see it. Normally you can just shoot above elevation, like through walls and stuff, but if you can't see it, it's a bit weird. Like if you can kind of see it, but not, it tries to do, like ramps, I think is really where the strangeness lies. It tries to go on the ramp instead of on top or bottom. Well, I honestly thought that'd be a hit. Ah, that's a good one. I think this killer's actually really solid around TLs because it makes dodging, goes from a 50-50 to like a 60-40, and that still hits too. That's huge. So I guess this works similar to Executioner, where if you release the Punishment of the Damned before they get the stun off, it still does damage. Just another thing Vecna has going for him in his favor. Turn back the clock on this one, then go bother the other person. And if Kate is still on that gen, then I can bother Renato. Okay, they're both here. I was gonna say, one of them will have to come off the gen to go get the save. Looks like it's gonna be Renato. Huge hit. Now he can't just unhook in front of my face. Huge. Where's Kate? Right here. Huge. Right when World Breaker ended too. Let's go. If there's no unbreakables, we're solid. Probably getting unnecessarily greedy with this, but back in World Breaker. We can insta-moray this guy if we get him. I think if Renato had Unbreakable, he would have used it by now. We're out of range, but I don't think Ace necessarily knows that. Could also get a double hit here. He tried to dead hard that, it didn't work. Ace just plot twisted. Honestly, a solid play because I could stop and go get him. Did Kate have Unbreakable? Because Ace went and plot twisted. I think she did. So I'm pretty sure he plot twisted before she was picked up. Yes, Renato's killing it right now. That was a boon totem. They're booning. Interesting. Luckily, like, even though we're missing these, we're still gaining some distance a little at a time. That's good. We make him drop. Now this is a lot unsafer. This Renato's good. Alright, they're probably gonna get another gen or two done, but we're still We had such a head start that we're fine. If it was like the last gen, I would have left this guy a while ago. We'll also get another turn back the clock, so as long as they don't finish 2 gens, we'll get to use it at least once.
What is up, my dude?
Yo, what's up, Alex? Where you at? Oh, you're still here. I see you. Okay, we missed a hit on that, but that's fine. Turn back the clock, damage to Jen. You're still hiding over here somewhere. Somewhere. Yo, you're so quiet. Can't even hear your footsteps. Alright, now we're back to World Breaker mode. Yeah, I thought you might do that. Alright, good. It's kind of interesting because you go back and forth between trying to mind game the hit to not trying to mind game the hit. And you'll be like, okay, they keep dodging, so I'll just predict where they're gonna dodge. And then you start predicting where they dodge, and they just hold forward. And it's a back and forth game. I doubt Kate's gonna finish a gen at this point. She was working on it though over here. And she's injured, so I can maybe guess where she'd be at. I probably would have run this way if I was her. I'll say I don't really need to find her, I just need to find this. Vecna actually has amazing mobility for this. One gate's here and the other one... Wait, I was gonna say here. Sorry, Kate. I never even hooked this girl. That's unfortunate. Sorry. GG's. I wonder how close she was, because it kind of seemed like she just walked next to me and gave up. But these gates on Devarka are really far away, and they're always fixed, so she could have done it. Oh, I almost got a perfect score too. All right, that's a 1 on the streak. We can win 1 game in a row. Good for us. I don't even have any ginormous goals. I just want to see if we can get like to 10 or some shit. I'm not even trying to go crazy. Get something. All it's gonna take is 1 game of a Swift on comms to destroy me. But that was a pretty good game considering I didn't heavily tunnel anybody out and I lost my ruin in the first 2 seconds, and then I had hive mind for like 30 seconds too. So I basically only had 2 perks that game, so it was pretty decent, honestly. Oh, is that why? Let me check my Rift progress, actually, because I'm pretty sure I was looking for the little Vecna. I was looking for the little Vecna figurine for the hooks, and I didn't see it on there when I was looking. Like, ever since they changed charms to be in here instead of its own tab, I always forget to put them on. There's supposed to be a little figurine for Vecna. He's got a little bald head, it's cute. But I don't know where he is. Maybe I don't have him unlocked yet. That's what I need to go check. Put the night one on for now. I'm gonna try to keep the same builds and keep the streak with the same build. That way it's more consistent. We're not experimenting, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think I have it unlocked yet. I think these add-ons are decent. Like I say, I was gonna do the add-on, the rabbit that makes you exhausted when you step on it, so they can't sprint burst out of the undergate attack, but I think Mindbreaker works just as well, because either way I'm still sneaking up on him. And then they also get blindness from it, so they can't exactly tell where I hook people. They can see the initial little glowing bubble from it, and then that's it. So I think there's a better trade-off. All right, my biggest problem when I do these streaks is I always get complacent. We gotta stay focused, lock in, and see what we can do. Because I always get like, oh yeah, we're doing good, and then I just play too casually, or I don't recognize when I need to tunnel somebody out. You can't play nice on a win streak. That's not how it works. We got a great map. Well, I guess that's a matter of opinion. I personally like the RPD maps. They have areas that are strong for Survivor, but they also have areas that are strong for Killer. And it's a trade-off. They may know where one of my totems is already. I don't know if this Rebecca's seen it or not. Let's say she also definitely didn't run anywhere, because we didn't see any scratch marks. That was a great hit. That was undodgeable pretty much. And this one would be too, if I can get it in time. Yeah, huge. RPD I think is going to be really good. I actually don't think I've played RPD on Henry Creel yet. Sorry. That was great. Do I have like a basement here or something? Oh, I do have a basement here. I think we use it. Because with my undergate, I can traverse the upside down and get across the map really quickly. I will also officially see gates now, or sorry, gens now, with progress and ruin. Honestly, there's nothing ready to pop immediately.
You cannot run.
Seems like the one to my left is closer. It's a bit, oh god. It was a bit weird getting out of there, honestly. I should be able to stop one of these at least. Let me even go see if I can bother the other group since this guy got off. And that's a hit too, huge. Were you the one that was working on this, or is there another? Yeah, he was the only one. That's huge. So all these are regressing now. Oh, for a split second I thought I got that hit, because Rebecca got unhooked right at the exact time. I can't turn back the clock because of Ruin, but that's kind of my backup plan anyway. So it works out, honestly. Ooh, if I was a bit faster, I could have gotten that hit. Meanwhile, if these guys don't pay attention, I get another one. They almost didn't. So they should start walking. I'll stay here all day. We can just do this. I don't even lose collision on that because you didn't get injured. I'll get my power back for free. You should keep running. I'm like, I'll just hang out here and get this for free then. That works. I was saying, if that doesn't hit you, that's crazy.
Your time draws near.
Yeah, and she staggers from that too. Alright, we lost Ruin. That's okay. Got 2 hooks so far. I have 5 gens. It's not terrible. If I was a trapper or a pig, I would have lost 3 gens at this point, so we'll take the small victories. I can also force people off before this point. And also I can use turn back the clock now that Ruin's gone. That's my backup. It's my backup, but it's almost better than Ruin sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, not having to be there at all and do a passive regression is still almost always better. But this way I can do that. Also, I can do that from so far away. She doesn't even know where I am. She thought I was... Bro, she thought I was over there down the hallway. She didn't even know where I was. I was gonna say, passive aggression is almost always better. However, being able to attack from up there and break the gen from that far away is still almost just as good. She DC'd, bro. Oh my god, feels bad. That was hilarious. That's a hit. Yeah, we're destroying these guys right now. I was gonna say for a split second I lost you, and then I was like, wait, there's no scratch marks, and then she came out early. Interesting. Still at 5 gens, by the way. Because remember, this is why I think Ruin is good on this build, and on this killer particularly, because the survivors are already sidetracked by having to go do the clock. So if I have somebody on hook, which I probably should always, realistically, because this killer's pretty strong. Bait the head on. Wait, what? That still hit me? It full on let me move back before it... Wait, you went right into me. Okay, we're both bad, Jake. Anyway, there's always one survivor, ideally, either on in chase or on a hook. Then a second survivor will most likely always have to go and do the clock so that they get me out of my power faster. So that leaves 2 people to do gens. But as for the one being chased off their gen or the one going to do the clock, their gen's gonna be regressing. Oh, you tried to turn around way too late, bro. You tried to turn around way too late. You should have just kept running. Oh, I see the way you're going here. Okay, hold up, hold up. I would bet he's running this way, yeah. He's probably gonna go upstairs because there's a staircase back here. Map knowledge will help you a lot. Actually, not 100% if he committed or not. No, he didn't.
Enough games.
Yeah, he's going back to the main area. Throw that on the gen in case anybody's on it. I doubt it, though. Let's just go back and undergate because we're wasting our power. We're doing good, but they could definitely come back. I probably should have waited a bit and committed to one of them. This Rebecca's dead. If I really wanted to be nasty, I could go for her. It is a bot, anyway. It doesn't have feelings. He started walking. He's trying to throw me off. I'm surprised you didn't vault back into me. Alright. That chase, it wasn't even really a chase because I was catching up.
What is that move seems overpowered?
Which one? Are you talking about my vine attack? Or the one where I go underground and pop out? This one is where I'm going down. I'm traversing the upside down right now. And then when I pop out, this is the undergate attack. This one is actually pretty easy to counter. All they have to do is, yeah, all they have to do to counter this is hold forward. But these guys keep making the mistake. I think probably because we're in an indoor map, but it's got a little bit of map traversal to do. They keep, see, she's trying to bait which way I'm gonna go. They keep running back into me, changing direction. Like right there, I missed. It's actually pretty easy to dodge. All they have to do is hold forward, but if they run back into me or they hesitate at all, okay, dude. If they hesitate at all or they have to like turn around an obstacle or something, then they don't get it. He just hit you normally. This is a bot anyway, so it's kind of hard to mind game him. We can go back. We just chased her back there, so I'm not gonna bother. We'll go check out something else. Like, I can try and come out a little bit early before they see me, but they can hear me coming. But we can turn back the clock so we don't have to kick that. Oh. Yo, that was pretty good, actually. We'll still get the hit, but he did delay us. Oh, I actually hit him with that. That's crazy. It doesn't damage him, though, because we're outside of our World Breaker mode. But a stack's a stack. That was still a really good hit. And there's a head-on. I had an idea of where he was, but that checks out. It's a good double back from him, honestly. Try to... Okay, we got him. I was gonna say, if he doubles back, then I catch up to him and make some distance before he makes it to the stairs. If he doesn't, I get the hit and I get my power, so either way, it works out for me. That's why this killer's pretty good at zoning, even if you can't close the deal. You can get it closer. Which gen did they finish? That's the one in the alleyway. That's not as big of a deal. Alright, let's go. I do need to kind of pick it up. Because I was going to say, gens are going to start popping. Sable is dead on hook, so ideally I find her next. She has 2 tokens, so... 2 World Breaker tokens, so if I can get her with the Vine attack, I can insta-mori her. I'm going to leave that. I don't think it's worth coming out to kick. I think they went and reset. Yeah, they did. Is that a hit? No, almost. I can't use my Vine attack on her around the hook because the anti-camp mechanic will make it take too long. She probably should have pre-dropped that, honestly. They'll drop it now, yeah. That's Jake. I don't really need to tunnel him because this other girl's dead on hook anyway. In this particular case, it doesn't make too large of a difference. Oh, yeah, it goes up elevation, but not by much. Otherwise, we could have had that. She should take full advantage of this pallet still being down, but she's gonna keep running. That's one of the strongest pallets in the game. You really don't even need to break any pallets with Vecna at all. I'm just not even gonna move. Just let her mind game herself. I do need to try to down this girl pretty quickly though, if I can help it. Still kind of don't need to break this. I need this down yesterday, dude. I'm not even in my power. Alright. One more and we're in power, and then one more after that we can kill her. Yep, she drops it. Got her. I have time to break this before that goes away. Snap the neck. Let's go. Now we go underground. I don't think this gen has any progress. We'll take the stairs behind it to check the one upstairs. Nothing, so we go back to main. I don't think these guys are doing one. I mean, they're kind of trying, but I've also kind of been around.
Mercy.
Yeah, here we go. If I pop up right here, you literally can't dodge it. You literally can't dodge it from right there. Oh, wow, that was really close. Let's go. It looked like maybe he tried a dead hard at the last second, but I think he was early. Alright, now we go back to main. If Jake is trying to rush and finish that, I'll probably be able to turn back the clock on it the second I get line of sight before he can finish it. Even if he finishes it right now, it doesn't matter. because I'll know where he is. In fact, I hear him right now. Oh, that was close. Sorry, this will be a trade and he's dead. Then all I'll have to do is focus on Leon. In fact, can I get one on him so he has to mend? Yeah, huge. Got it. Now he has to mend. Hatch will open, but it doesn't matter. At this point, that's a win. 3 kills. That's the 2 on the streak. He's probably sitting in a locker. Because I would have seen his scratch marks. It's probably in that locker right there. I'm tempted to check, honestly. Well, he had... No, actually, Jake is the one that had... Yeah, he's over here. He got it. That's alright. I'll say Jake is the one that had head on, and also Leon would have bled out in the locker if he didn't mend. It runs your mending timer. That's alright. That counts. Just need 3 or more. I think at this point that's a pretty communally acceptable, agreed upon rule. 3 kills is a win. I want to throw in the Henry Creel skin, but I also don't want to mess with the good thing. And then we just get destroyed, and then I'm going to blame it on, oh, it's because we changed something. Yeah, we'll keep rocking with this. It seems like it's working for us. Because even if Ruin gets cleansed early, it's more time they're spending doing side objectives, cleansing a totem, or resetting my clock ability, my grandfather clock. And then same thing for Hive Mind. And with Mindbreaker, if they have any perks that help them find totems or anything, they can't see the aura because they'll be exhausted if they touch a gen. So, it's honestly a decent build. They also won't be able to see the auras of clocks, the grandfather clocks, from a distance if they're on gen. So, if I go in Worldbreaker mode while they're on a gen, they won't be able to see the auras of the clocks. I don't believe. I'm not 100% sure because I know for Pig... blindness doesn't affect the jigsaw boxes, which honestly I think kind of sucks.
I will reshape this world as I have all other.
I'm sure it's because they don't want to have people coming up with these broken builds where people literally can't see where their helmet is and they can't get it off. But, you know. We're also getting another round of 2v8 in about, what, like 3-4 days? I think on the 10th, we get another round of 2v8, and I don't know if it's going to be with more killers, but this will be like the 7th iteration, I think, so we're getting a huge lineup now. I think we last time we had up to 12 killer choices, or 13 killer choices, or 14 or something. It's at least 12. It's getting up there now, and usually they add 2 killers every time they come back out. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to get to the point where every killer's in it, because I think some killers' powers don't always work with it. And different licenses won't work out, but we also got our own map for this. It's a lore-accurate Stranger Things game. I'm going to go over here because they've been finding... It seems like they've been spawning pretty on top of my totem lately. Got an early hit, which is nice. See somebody's aura for some reason. Just double check. I don't think anybody's over here. I don't know if that Dwight's seen it or not, to be honest. I'm gonna go upstairs. Yeah, somebody's here. We'll start coming out early because then it's undodgeable. That is a really strong gen for us. Then we're gonna drop down in this hole. See if we can catch him off guard. No, I think he's waiting. That'd have been really cool. Got Dwight again? Yo, I love when we make a prediction and it works out. It's so satisfying. I don't think they know where Ruin is. They definitely know about it now, but I don't think this Dwight's seen it. And even if he did, he's definitely the only one that was over there to see it. Well, that missed you, actually. Wow. Alright. I like how they changed this, actually, because this used to be closed up and it used to just be the one staircase. But now there's two. I quite like that change, actually. Now my hive mind is activated and I can see what gen they're on. That one's gonna pop. I don't think I can prevent that. But that one gen upstairs is huge. Whenever there's stuff like that where there's only one pathway, this would be the same thing. If they finish the gen, they get hit. But whenever there's a gen like that where there's only one pathway to get out, if you get just close enough and then start coming out early, you get to the point that by the time you get full expansion, you either will hit them if they stay, or they're forced to run out, but then they don't have time to dodge. We're looking... This killer look really strong right now, which honestly, he is. This gen has a little progress. When we hook here, they're gonna get off and it'll lose it. I think I can even get a hit, because... Oh my god, okay. Well, I messed that up. That should have been a free hit, and I missed. Missed the easy one. Is he going right back to unhook? He's thinking about it, I think. Oh, that gets anti-camp too. I thought it was like 5 meters. I thought that was fine. Jake's playing this really well. It's a shame we missed the free hit, though. Sorry, buddy. Kate's still on the hook, by the way, too. So there's at least 1 or 2 gens regressing right now. And here's Dustin, I think. This could be... I was gonna say, if they don't come start unhooking people, it could end up really quickly. Where'd you go, Dustin? There you are. I see you. That missed you, wow. Did it? Yeah, I think it did. I don't remember getting any score events for that. That's a hit, though. Really strong start. Also played pretty nice. We got 3 people all hooked once. He's gonna go back upstairs. I'll go down and come back to this gen. And then we know where to find him later. Yeah, see? He tried to run around, but he got stuck. So now he doesn't have time to go back. This is also somebody that I've hooked once already, which is big for me. Why do I see you? Why do I see you just standing there? Oh, he's doing the clock! He was doing the clock, I stopped it. Somebody else is on the clock too, and somebody else was on a totem. So there is literally nobody on gens right now, whatsoever. Except for maybe over there. Yeah, except for her. I was like, this gen's getting redder though. Ruin's gone, but that's okay. We can hopefully get it down on this girl and go turn back the clock on that gen before anybody comes by. We'll just take the M1. I don't think that reaches. Let's just pick up. This is good though, because now we have somebody dead on hook. Can I get close enough to turn back the clock before it finishes? It's gonna be really close. Yes, we can. And an injury. This is amazing. I saw Jake again over there for some reason. Yo, this is amazing. That gen was 99%, dude. If I had pop, that guy would have just greeted the gen. I could have even hit him one time. Then he goes back on the gen, finishes it. Then I hit him again, and I trade it down, but I lose a gen. Turn back the clock, being able to knock them off the gen without actually having to hit them twice is big enough on its own to be a big deal, let alone the fact that you can do it from a distance. And Jake keeps showing me his aura. Oh my gosh. These poor souls. And somebody's on the jet upstairs. Let's go pay him a visit. Again, we can come out power early before they can do anything about it. He has no clue I was coming. And the thing is, they can hear you.
Your time.
They can hear your little underground thing, right? But they can... Michaela, you are a casualty that should not have happened. You didn't even know I was there. Oh my gosh! Bro, what? Bro, this is insane. Okay, that was a decisive... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I forgot they changed the name. Let's see how much it matters. Does it matter? No, it doesn't even matter! Bro, the new decisive in only 3 seconds is terrible. Like, against Trapper and Pig and Clown, yeah, it's still bad. But against Nurse and Blight and Vecna and even Billy, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even change anything. Dustin's not even saving. Oh my gosh, what a hopeless game. They had like 3 gens 90%. What an absolute oppressive map. Oppressive match. And we found Dustin already. Dustin beat us to the hatch, we'll see. He's kind of cornering himself a bit. I also can still injure him with power right now. His best bet's just to hold W and hope he finds it. That's a hit. That's a hit. Bro, what can they do? What can they do against the Skiller?
This ends your little Dustin.
Feels bad, man. What can they do? The indoor maps especially are so good for Vecna because you can just predict where they're going to go and it's so much harder for them to dodge. They can't even tell if you have line of sight or if you're still chasing them or if you've moved on to somebody else. Like that Michaela ran into us on accident just trying to go get the save. And then the other guy died on hook because nobody could get him. Dwight hit us with decisive. We just turned around, hit him with the vines from 2 rooms away. Like, what? Oh, that was one of the most fun matches ever. And that's a streak of 3 right there, baby.
The time has come.
Wins with Vecna in a row. 3. Face red heart shape.
That was an awesome match. You know, I'm curious. It just crossed my mind, but I'm curious what the Bloody Prestige outfit looks like for Vecna. I feel like it would look exactly the same. He's already dark red, and a lot of times when they do the blood texture on weapons and stuff, they just make it look kind of viney, which is literally already how he looks. So I'm like, is he even gonna look any different? Is he just gonna be darker or what? We're not gonna get it till Prestige 4 at least. But I'm just curious, like, how's that gonna work? Just crossed my mind. I bet. Can I look in the store? I think it'll still show me the Bloody Prestige if I look unavailable. Yeah. Yeah. It looks almost exactly the same. This is regular, this is bloody. Bro, it looks the same. It doesn't even change. That's so stupid. I guess the face is a little bit more noticeable, but like the body looks exactly the same. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm having a great stream. Alright, we gotta keep this momentum going. I can't get complacent. That's what I keep reminding myself, because every time we're like, we have a great game, I'll be like, alright, let's just chill. We're strong, we got a good build, and then I get absolutely rushed. Or I get too focused on one long chase. I think Vecna also does a good job at bothering multiple survivors, because I can be in chase with somebody and be like within, what's his range on his power, like 15 meters or something? I can be close enough where they can hear my terror radius, but see that I'm chasing somebody that's injured and not expect me to just turn and throw a vine on a gen, which got us a couple of hits the last game. It's a bit tougher of a map, though. In a completely opposite vein of Hawkins, this map is very open, and doing stuff like that is going to be a lot more difficult. Good news is I spawned really close to my totem, and it looks like we've got 3 people here at least. I don't think Chris quite knows where I am. Or where I was, rather. Bad news is, he might have seen my totem, actually. I don't know if he did, in fact. That misses, wow.
I have prepared.
Let's see if I can throw one on the gen. Yep. Oh, we hit 2 people with that. Insane. We actually hit 2 people with that. And Ruin's going off now. That was huge. See, it's little points of contact like that where you don't have direct line of sight. They know that you're there, but they can't quite tell if you're aimed on them or not. They hear the cue, no matter the audio cue, whether or not you're chasing them or not. It's a global audio cue, so all players can hear it. Even if you're across the map chasing somebody else. And Turn Back the Clock I'm not going to be able to use yet because, again, Ruin is still in play. But we're not necessarily upset about that. I think that was a bait for me to check a locker. Turn Back the Clock is our backup, so they'll cleanse Ruin and they'll think that that was all there was to it. I'm just going to go down because this person's really fast. Also, they're about to finish this gen right here. No, it's still regressing. It just has a lot of progress. But that's fine. We'll cut off whoever finished that gen, I think. Or we'll go back. Either way. That's a down. Yeah. And I hit both of them. So Carlos is going to have to go mend. We get a trade for this, and then we'll go right back in. They cleansed our hive mind. Which kind of sucks, but Ruin's still up, so everything's still being regressed. Like, this gen was like 90%. It's now 50. Which is pretty big. I can also patrol that totem just to see if anybody was on it. I don't have to get super close. It would be nice if you could turn back the clock on a gen that's already regressing, but I think that would be even more broken. You can already do so much stuff with it that is pretty strong. Everybody's doing a good job of hiding, though. They're not even really on gens. Well, I guess if you're going to run straight back into me, we'll just go for it. Not that I'm really trying to tunnel you, but the other girl wants to run behind Shaq and you're going to run straight into me, so I'm not going to say no, you know. It's not like I sought you out. Everybody's hiding really well, too. Just throw one up on the main gen, see if anybody's home. Nope, nobody's home. Alright, we'll leave this girl. So we hear somebody. We also hear this girl coming back. It's the 2 people who I've hooked, which is terrible for them. I don't know where Sable and Homeboy are hiding, but Jake, that's his name. There we go. It also kind of bothers me that you hear whatever that sloshy wetness is that plays when you play with Vecna and you're not in chase, but it's there. Alright, buddy. Feels bad. Let's throw one on this gen, because there was a group there. And Ruin's still up, so I won't be able to turn back the clock. But I can hook him real quick, and then go over there. It wasn't regressing, so they're still on it. I was out of range, but that's okay. I should have time for this. Yeah, there you go. I'll say, I'll just come out, because I'm not going to bother. If they decide to stay on, then I get nothing out of it. They could stay on, I try to go around a mind game, and then they finish it. and then they go and they get it anyways. But if I commit, then I guarantee either I hit them or they get off and it starts regressing. Another reason Ruin's good on this killer. Gotta hang out a bit. Gen's regressing, your buddy's on hook right by. I'm really not in a rush. And again, they're gonna run into me, so I guess we'll take what we can get. She wasn't ready for that. That's undodgeable, pretty much. I'd like to get my World Breaker mode and then head back for the others. It's not ideal I chase this guy, especially not over here. Actually, this is a pretty unsafe loop. Maybe we just take the hit.
Your days are numbered.
There's two Jakes, but it shouldn't be hard to remember because they look totally different. Alright, I probably should have went back a little sooner. I think at this point we really need to get Jake out of the game. He's also healthy, but it's only going to take 2 hits. Ruin's also still alive, so if people come and try to take a bunch of body blocks to save him, then we'll be okay. Because that means their gens will start regressing. Ideally, I find Jake, but right now this is the only person I know where they are. And it's the other person that I've hooked, so I think it's worth it. It also sounds, I don't know if it's bugged or what. There's something in the audio cue when that does that sounds like Fang Min crying. When I lock on it, it's like, kind of weird. Throws me off, because I won't even have a Fang in a match like now. That doesn't hit, but we get close enough. Gens are actually flying. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I probably should have just stayed on Carlos, honestly. They could also be on that totem. We've probably called it out by now. This girl's gone officially around the entire map now. This is not looking good for me. I'm just gonna leave her and go back to patrolling gens, because they're doing too good of a job. At this point, like, I keep going around the map over and over. It's not helping. I need to keep the fight over here because we've got a decent 3-gen. Actually, we really don't, but there's Carlos. Okay, let's go. Huge. Stick on this guy like butter. He's also running back towards the other gens, so he's making himself a bigger target. They still have not cleansed Ruin. That's going to help out a lot. Unfortunately, though, I keep being just out of range of this guy. Alright, huge. That was a really lucky hit.
I have prepared.
Don't worry, Carlos. I'm not leaving you, buddy. Problem is, like, by the time I get this guy out, the gen's gonna pop. Damn, dude. They're being so good. They're pre-running and everything. This is what you need to do against this killer.
The inevitable.
If I stick on that guy, the gens pop anyway. Ugh. But now I have nothing anyway if it pops. Jill, why are you, like, taking hits? Two people dead on hook is better than one. Get a quick hook and go back. It's almost... I don't know if it's better or worse that Ruin's still up. I kind of feel like I wish that they would have spent time to go cleanse it and I could be using turn back the clock right now. Oh, please come for the save, Carlos. Please. Make my day. Is that a hit? It is a hit. Huge. They finished the gen, but I can get on him. Hopefully these guys try to body block and save this guy. Oh, this is the other Jake. Where's the other one? Where's the one I was chasing? I don't know, but here's Sable. Oh, wait. Oh, they're both down. This is the last girl. Hopefully they don't have Unbreakable. World Breaker again.
You have little time left.
The good news is they don't have any gates being done. One of these two had Unbreakable. The other Carlos is healthy. And where did they go? I don't even know. Ah, I think the streak's over, guys. Alright, that's a down. We'll slug him, leave him. Nobody's on that gate, so I have time for this. Nobody's on that gate, which is huge. I need this girl dead ASAP. Got her. Okay, she's dead. We go back and pick up the other guy. If the other two try to save, then I could maybe get one and get 3 kills. They did a really good job of spreading out this game. He's up already, but we know where they are. I'm assuming they're going to run back this way, because the other gate was not open. Yep. And the other one's Carlos, who's going to get injured right here. Huge. We'll follow him, because I know the other gate doesn't have any progress. I feel very slow right now for some reason. Okay, I got like maybe 2 more tries to get him. That was so close. I don't want to force him out. Also, the other guy's picked up. Well, actually, he never went down. You could just be following them out. They're leaving. Damn, dude. Is this other guy trying for a gate? He's not. Damn, bro. I kept saying, I gotta not be complacent. Oh, wait, hold up. Got him. Take 1 hit so she can't. Damn, it's only 2. I hit her 1 time because I'm like, if she follows me back to the hook and she insta unhooks, it's gonna be harder to trade with her. We only got 2 kills. Oh, alright. Well, this kill's guaranteed though, because everybody's gone. See, this is, you can't just do the power right under a hook. It's part of the anti-camp thing they did. Like, this would still damage him, but it takes, like, 10 seconds. I don't know, guys. I mean, technically, the streak is over. Technically, the streak is over. But also, technically tied. So, do we want to keep it alive and say, keep it at 3? I don't know. Technically, that's a loss. I mean, I kind of get to make my own rules because it's my own streak. Now, whether the community thinks it's legit or not is a whole different thing. I really want to keep it a tie. I guess let's see what happens next game. Because if we lose the next game anyway, it doesn't matter.
Been looking for me.
But we're definitely counting 3 kills as a win, 4 kills as a win. So, are we counting 2 kills as a tie? Or are we saying that's a loss? I don't know. I feel like it is technically a loss, but we could also justify calling it a tie. Even though, let's be honest, I deserve to lose that match because I did not play good. They played really well. They didn't even care about the ruin because they just committed to the gen, which is what they should have done. Because if they went and cleansed the ruin, I would have had the time I needed to get that Carlos out of the game. And then by the time I get back to a gen, they get back to gens, and then now I've got only 3 people to deal with, and it would have been a lot easier. I needed to get him out of the game earlier when he ran back into me. This is why you never show any mercy. You never show any mercy when you're doing a win streak, guys. You just go for it. You keep your mouth shut. You tunnel everybody. You be ruthless as possible. Get to 3 people as soon as possible. The game gets so much easier. So, I don't know. I feel like I should just say 2 kills is a loss and not a tie. I feel like in my heart that's the right thing to do. But selfishly I want to be like, oh, it's a tie. We'll replay it. We'll replay the match. We'll stay at 3. I don't know.
Time has come.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. There's definitely not a consensus on any win conditions in the community. Like, some people will tell you only a 4K is a win. Some people will tell you 3 or more is a win. Some people will tell you, like, if they hook everybody twice and they, you know, they could have did more, but they played nice, that's a win. I don't know. Everybody has different opinions. In my heart, I want to say 2 will count it as a tie. 2 kills, 2 escapes. But in my competitive side, I'm also like, no, I think that's a loss. I guess I'll wait and rule after this game. I'll make a ruling after this game, because if we lose this game, it's not going to matter anyway. But I feel like now we're going to have a really easy, winnable game. I think either way, maybe we just start over. I'm also, like, ever since they changed the Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons that came out, to have his fly ability at the beginning of the match. Now I almost feel like I'm lacking something when I play the first. Because he doesn't get his mobility until, I don't know, like 30 seconds in or something.
I have prepared.
Okay. That was interesting. Anybody over here? Nope. Be a bit harder to find Ruin on this map also. So I've got that going for me. They did my clock, but we know what gen they're on now, so we can go bother them. Actually, they're not on the gen. Oh, I can go under the breakable walls too, which I love. That is so huge for map traversal. Oh, that hits too. Disgusting. Oh my god, dude, that's so disgusting. That was gross that the undergate attack even hit her, because that looked like it was on the line, and it gave it to me. They don't have any gens being worked on, which is really big for me. Hey, you're learning from your mistake earlier, Nia. That's good. That was her endurance off the hook. If I, like, straight up, from now on, if I see anybody off the hook, I'm not being nice about it. And I don't mean to say that because they deserve it. I'm just saying that because last time, it threw the game for me, and I'm gonna learn from that mistake. It just is what it is. This is a streak, and we're not letting up or doing everything. I think the thing, honestly, for me, is that I try to play nice unless I have to not. So I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, we're at 4 gens, everybody's injured, I got somebody else that I hooked, I'm not gonna purposely go out of my way to tunnel this person, because I'm in good shape. And then once, like, 2 gens pop in a row, and everybody resets, then I'm like, well, shit, now I'm in trouble. Now I need to get them out, and then I can't find them or something, then I'm screwed. So it's like, you always need to set yourself up so that you have a backup plan. Don't wait until you're already starting to lose the game to then try and do what you need to do to win. Do it before it's too late. That's something I need to recognize. Because I could totally have made the conscious choice to be like, we're just going to chill and play DBD today. But I made the choice that I want to do a win streak on this stream, so then that entails playing a certain way, you know? Like, you're going to have to play, even if it's not playing dirty, you're going to have to change something of your playstyle if you're going to want to perform better. You walked right into that. Also keep in mind, like, that ability seems really overpowered, but this killer just came out like a week ago, so a lot of players aren't familiar with how to counter him yet. This Nia's still here. She completely silent? I think she was in that little corner and I walked right past her. Got 2 people dead on hook again. This is looking familiar. Oh, Ruin's gone, by the way, so I could turn back the clock on a gen. I didn't think about it till now. Ooh, she dead-hearted. I don't think she needed to. I think she was fine, but it helps that she got it out of the way for us. I got both of these girls right here. And this girl I can insta-mori. Oh, I'm not in power though. She also dead-hearted, by the way. They both had it. Nice. Alright, we got somebody out at 3 gens, which is huge. We're not gonna get a turn back the clock for that, but that's alright, because we should get back to Kate. And besides, if we can get both of these girls out, it's gonna be a much smoother game anyway. They're probably gonna stop gens entirely. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's been solo queue games I've done where it's been me and one other survivor, and that's it, and everybody else is dead, and we've done 2 gens, and one of us has gotten out. Like, it's possible. It's very difficult. You have to play a very particular way, but at the very least, the game slows down a lot to where if I find somebody, then it's pretty much GG's. Like, these guys are probably gonna hide until I find somebody else. This is the other thing that sucks too, is like, if you just tunnel 2 people out, and then you're doing well early enough that everybody else will just kind of stop playing, and the game severely slows down to the point where it's boring. Oh, why'd you turn back around, dude? I'm locked in animation once that starts. I also didn't make any noise, which I found interesting. Alright, dude. Let's just not talk about that. That was awkward. What totem do I still have? Oh, Ruin. I'm curious. I want to get like an average time that Ruin actually stays up throughout this. I'm sure Maria's just gonna hide. Based on the fact that Victoria's given up, I think I can confirm that. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I found her back here, then she just DCs? I could see that happening too. The hatch is almost always on the bottom floor in this map, if I'm not mistaken. Problem is I can't close the hatch when I'm an undergate. I heard crows over here, and I don't know if they were Maria's or if they were just my own. Not 100%. But these gates are always fixed on this map, so should be pretty tough for them to do anything. Don't get me wrong, it's not impossible, but if they don't get it open by the time I get undergate again, then I can traverse really quickly. Probably find them. But with that being said, they are really far away. They definitely do have the time if they're smart and patient enough. It's tough to do though. Now it's gonna be a lot harder for them because I'm faster. I can't even see that gate, dude. They might just wait out the 2 minutes and just go out their own way. It also takes me like a whole 3 seconds to get out of power, so it's totally possible I find him with the gate almost done, and by the time I come out of my power, hit her, and then damage her twice, she gets out anyway. She could totally do it. It is gonna be... Oh, she had a key! That's why she wasn't doing gates. She must have had a key, because there was definitely not enough time to open the gate and get out when she did. For me looking at it at 0, you know? Alright, good for her. We'll just call that 1, because we definitely didn't win, so might not have been a loss, but it was not a win, so we'll say that that's gone. We'll say that's 1. We'll be good. Like, as a general rule of thumb, though, from this point on, if we find somebody, whether we sought them out or not, whether they ran into us on accident, they made a mistake, whether we're at 1 gen or 5 gens, if we have the opportunity to down somebody that's off hook, we're going to do it. Because we'll never see them again, and then when we're at 1 gen and we're sweating and everybody's healthy and there's 4 survivors, then we're screwed. This game kind of gets to a point, even with the strongest of killers, it kind of gets to a point where if you let them recover enough, you'll never catch back up. Unless you're 3 gen'd and it's a slow roll thing, but when we had the gens like we did in the other map, it kind of gets to a point where you can only do so much. Because everybody's going to pre-run, you might get an injury, but then they run all the way to Shack or across the map, and by the time you down them, everybody else gangs up on 1 gen and finishes it. But if you keep injuring everybody one at a time, then they just go and they reset and they come back. It's kind of an unwinnable thing. Meanwhile, you're losing kicks on the gens because every time you can only regress it 8 times, and then it's going to be blocked. So unless it's a 3 gen and you're close enough to do everything at once, it really gets to a point where it's unreasonably difficult, where there's kind of nothing you can do unless they make a mistake, which if they're a Swift, they're probably going to make less mistakes. So, like, don't get me wrong, I think an ideal way to win is just to be so good with your power and always winning the chases quickly and constantly hooking somebody so that by the time that person that's on the hook gets unhooked, you're about to hook a second person and then get back on somebody else. And then your perks will help you so that either you can get those downs faster or you can get across the map faster or you have the information so you know where to go so you're always being productive. Or, you know, you can regress the gens if you need to. I think that's an ideal game for me, is always, like, playing the game, but you're not necessarily just, like, waiting by the hook to go back to hook and tunnel the person out so that you can play normally. Like, I don't think that's ideal, but if it happens or we have an opportunity or we have nothing else, then we're going to go for it. Because I don't want to waste time looking for somebody else just to try and be fair. Everybody hiding a bit. His back corner, maybe. He doesn't know where I am. That's huge. He was running. I think he maybe like heard my noise but didn't quite see where I was. That's big. This Dwight seems a little ignorant of where I am. They also aren't really dodging that much. Just feel like they're a prime target to go for.
I will show you no mercy.
Although I've said that before and been like, yeah, I think this person's a weak link, and then they pop off. Once like 3 gens pop, and then I can't get him again. There was somebody else behind here. Could maybe get a save right now. They might still just be actively working on it. Yeah. Ruin's still up though. I'll say, do you want to take a hit for that gen, or you want to go down for it, or no? Come on, 11. Let's go see if we can bother somebody else. Ah, I went too far away, but it's enough to get him off, so that's good. Sounds a little weird. This is fine. Again, I'm not going to actively go for Dwight because I have the information in my perks, but if I have no other information besides where Dwight is, then guess what I'm going for, you know? Right now, I know this gen's about to pop, and maybe I can save it, interrupt it. Maybe they have to finish it and get hit or get off. But either one they choose, I get something out of it, you know? Huge. You guys back on that? Yeah, they were. I'll buy us a little bit of time. Took Nick quickly. This team might also make a similar decision of going for staying on the gens as opposed to cleansing the ruin, and then I can't use turn back the clock. That's the one reason why in the base idea of this build, turn back the clock doesn't make sense. But if you factor in ruin being cleansed in the first 2 minutes, half of your matches, then it makes sense. And then ruin just becomes slowdown. Wait, did I hit him with that? I did hit him with that. Oh my god. It did look like he was really far away. I'm gonna leave him. Go for 11. They've got somebody on hook to save, so they're not gonna go pick up Dwight off the ground first. And I've also hooked 11, so it's not like I'm chasing the other person that hasn't been hooked. It's information like that that you know for sure you have that you can take advantage of. You can know without a shadow of a doubt, you know, that Michaela was going to unhook Nick because there was nobody else. And if she wasn't, then she's either going to pick up Dwight, which wouldn't have been worth it, or she's finishing a gen, which probably also wouldn't have been worth it because then Nick would have hit stage 2. Because I'm chasing somebody and Dwight's down, so it's like there's nobody else, you know? Meanwhile, every gen is regressing. Nobody's working on my hive mind totem. And I have a general idea of where these two are. Which is right here. Now, whichever one I go for, it doesn't really matter, but Nick's injured, so we'll go for him first. Not gonna bother going for Dwight if Nick's already injured. I only have to hit him once. And we got him. Just need one more time. And then we're lethal. Probably a good pre-drop, but who knows? Kind of hard to say. You really don't need to break Shack Pallet with this killer, feels like most of the time. See? Like, it's kind of a 50-50, right? And it's like, what can he do? Meanwhile, I can see him through the window, so it's like, he can only do so much. And if he goes out, then I just look at him. And then he's not ready for me to vault. It might even be good to run like a vaulting perk just for this occasion, but I don't know. Might not be worth it. Because you really don't find yourself having to vault that often. I'll break this though, just because it is shack power. Somebody could get a light off of it or something later that could throw me off. It also gets him back into the main aisle of the map, which isn't ideal for me. Meanwhile, we're going to lose that gen by the hill, but that's fine, I think, because now we've got 2 people dead on hook at 3 gens. Ideally, one of those 2 people need to die as soon as possible. Hopefully this is 11. It's the only person I haven't hooked yet, so that's not ideal. She likes pre-dropping too. Nothing else is being worked on though, so I feel like maybe I can afford to just do this. Maybe they're doing that totem over there. It's pretty far away though. They have to really be looking for it to find it. The idea is that one of these other 2 people will come for the save. If I had found anybody else besides Michaela, I would have chased him and tried to just get him out of the game. Yeah, okay, somebody was doing a totem. But considering the fact that it was the only person that hadn't been hooked that was down there, then I was like, let me wait and try to get somebody else to go for the save. Which is what happened. And now Dwight was doing this totem. So now we have 3 people dead on hook. So now more than ever, when this unhook gets done, somebody's getting out of the game. Nick and 11 just reset, so hopefully I can find those 2 and get somebody now. But if for some reason they stealth it out really well and I can not find them, then I'll go back to hook and we'll get somebody else out. Which looks like it's going to be option B. I'm sure this is Michaela that went for the save, so... Well, it's actually Nick, so we've got options. And Nick's going to get hit. Huge. Alright, Nick, time to die, buddy. Boom. Nice and easy. Bye, Nick. Ruin's still up, by the way. So we've definitely lost some progress. Well, they have, anyway. Ruin's way in the corner, too, so if they do decide to go and get it, they'll be way out of the way. I'm also not sure if survivors get notified of Hive Mind. I think it just tells them, maybe, that they're being affected by a hex, but I don't think they know exactly what it is. So they probably thought it was only Ruin, and thought that they got it, now they're realizing that they didn't actually cleanse Ruin. But even if they do cleanse Ruin, then I can start using Turn Back the Clock, so we'll still be in good shape. Wow, she actually stood still. That was insane. The bravery. Knowing I could see her and still stood still. She's like, he's gonna assume I move. And she was right. Assume I did, incorrectly. Now I don't mind chasing Michaela as much because we've got somebody out of the game. But mind you, if another gen pops, I might be inclined to leave this girl if this chase persists. But she's got almost nothing to work with, so I think we're okay. And now, if I can hook her, like, in the corner again, I'll for sure be guaranteed that one of the 2 people that are dead on hook have to come for the rescue. And I can kind of just proxy camp and wait for one of them. And even if I find one and they take me far away, the other one goes and gets the unhook, then gens are still regressing with Ruined while I down one of the people that's dead on hook, and then we're down to a 2-person game. And I already found Dwight, who's dead, so... Or who's injured, sorry. Who's about to be dead, rather. Got him. I think they actually have to have full stacks. They have to have 4 tokens to get the Insta Mori, but that's okay. Should be a W. This would be 2. Still need 1 more kill though, it's not over. But this would be 2 kills, or 2 wins. This killer's really strong though. Like, I only have like 12 hours on Vecna so far, and I'm still feeling like I'm not really struggling. Unless they're very coordinated. Oh my gosh, and we got that hit already. As long as my first chase was with her, she's sure to go down fast this time. I'm telling you, I think it throws survivors off when they don't have line of sight with you. Because they can't tell if you're going to fake something, or if you're walking around, or if you're following blatantly. They can't really tell. Why would I break this one? I could just go under it. I love that feature. And going under breakable walls is actually such a big deal, because I could leave this so there's only one way in through the window, and then go underneath. And then go straight into basement or something. We still see sparks over there. Yeah, they're not... Oh, I actually found her. That's unfortunate. I'll say they're not going for the save, though. Alright, that's game, though. Nobody brought an offering. Is it going to be in shack? I don't think so. Oh, it's on this side. Can we beat her? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, 11. Feels bad. You hate to see that. Damn, bro. She's gonna have to try to stealth it out right here. Unfortunately for her, I see her. GG's.
You have little time left.
That looks so funny. Sorry, girl. That's so unfortunate. She went to shack. She would have got it, but she chose... She had a 50-50. She chose one side and it was on the other. Damn, GG's. Alright, that's 2. Well, if we keep winning like this, we might end up being in, Red 1 or whatever.
Nothing can stop this now.
I don't even know what the, ranks are anymore. Iridescent 1, I guess. I'm even gold on Survivor. That's how much Survivor I've been playing lately. It's because I bought the what do you call it? The Walking Dead chapter. So I was playing Michonne and Rick, and then I bought the Stranger Things chapter. So I've been playing those 4 survivors, trying to prestige their perks and stuff. So that's why I'm gold. You'll never see me in gold on Survivor again, unless I have all these new survivors like usual. Gold 1 too. I almost always get to red ranks in killer, because I'm just from playing enough, you know. I think this build's pretty solid. Like, there's nothing I want to switch out. Every perk feels like it's doing something, except for turn back the clock, because Ruin hasn't been cleansed. Like, I could just swap that at this point for Undying, and it'd be just as good, and then I might get some more reading. But and this bead maze add-on is honestly really solid, because you don't need, like, it doesn't rely on survivors being injured or being you know, on hook or something, or how many hooks you have. It's just if they're alive. So at the start of the game, the first time you go on World Breaker, you get an extra 12 seconds, because it's 3 for each survivor. So an extra 12 seconds to a 30-second phase is pretty huge. It's almost double the time. So we get 42 seconds for phase 2, and I think the first one is a minute if they don't do it. If they don't do the clock. Or it must be like a minute and a half. Because if we're going by the clock being the same for each quarter, it's probably 2 minutes total. Which they almost always do the clock, which is why Ruin has been so good. Alright, this is a really strong map for killer. I don't even know if I'll end up bothering breaking all these breakable walls, because I can go underneath him with Undergate. I already seen this person, but let's not let him know I know that. I say as I make my presence known. Okay, it looks like they ran this way unless it's somebody different, but... They go into basement, I wonder. It looks like it. This is gonna be a huge time waste if there's nobody here. But if there is, then it's a huge head start. Bro, I'm gonna feel so dumb if there's nobody in here. I'm gonna feel so dumb if there's nobody in here. Bro, there's nobody in here, is there? Imagine it was the last locker. Bro, I swear I seen somebody. You can hide in that spiderweb too. What a waste of time, bro. I swear I seen scratch marks going in here. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, that's 2 people. Huge, and Ruin goes off.
Prepare yourself.
They're right back on it, getting greedy. And they ran into me. Alright, well, that makes up for things a bit. Do I have a hook up here? I don't think so. But the good news is I can hit that gen from up top either way. I just ran that way in case they try to get greedy with that. Surprisingly, I was gonna say, shockingly, we haven't lost a gen yet, but now we have. That's a hit. Yeah, you can't be greedy like that, Robin. Come on, Robin. You know better. Are you still on it, even? I can't even tell. Alright, let's go bother those other people. Robin and this girl will probably go try to reset. Go quick, then we get the hit. And she didn't finish it. Oh my gosh, why didn't you commit, girl? Why did you let me have that? You let me interrupt it and you took the hit. I'm like, either you finish it or you let go. She's like, option C. I'm gonna let go and give you the hit. Or I'm sorry, either you finish it. That was a nasty hit too. I'm like, either you finish it or you take the hit. She's like, option C. I'm not gonna finish it and I'm gonna take the hit. I'm like, oh cool, that's the one I wanted you to have. I just didn't offer it because I didn't think you would take it. And then we run into Robin accidentally. Somehow, for wasting a full like 35 seconds in basement looking for nobody, we managed to I can turn back the clock because I got rid of my ruin. But we could manage to that was a disgusting hit. We managed to not lose too much. I think that shot like in the building. Yeah, you can shoot in there. It's like Nurse. Nurse can go in places that aren't actually accessible, but there's still a thing built into the map where there's still space in there. Because I think some places they never built an invisible wall because they didn't feel like they had to. But then certain killers' powers can access them remotely. I'm not going to go in power yet because if somebody... Okay, never mind. I see that's still... I was going to say I'm not going to go in power yet because I wanted to go do a vine attack on the gen in main. But once I seen there were still sparks on it, I'm like, there's really no point. And that's the only gen that even has progress and it's already regressing. Alright, you know what I said earlier? Don't go for Eddie. There's nobody there. There's no hooks on him. Disgusting, dude. If I had went for Eddie right there, I would have potentially gone on a long chase with him where he hasn't been hooked while Robin does this gen up here and somebody else goes for the save. Now I have so much more pressure. Now I've got a second person dead on hook. Eddie's far away, so even if he's the one that goes for the save, he's got to waste more time walking all the way around now. Then the third person rotates back on a gen and it doesn't look like they're even on it. And I hit that, now she has to mend. Now we can chase Eddie. And it's gonna be a quick one too. Ooh, I got juked. This guy's got the juice. Why'd that look like a dead heart? He hasn't even been hooked yet. Now we're in a much better spot, see? Yeah, it sucks for whoever it is, but it's not like they don't still have a chance to run decisive and get saved by their team and stuff, you know? I'm gonna go around to the right side this time. Maybe we throw him off. Yep. Well, I should have kept going. I didn't expect her to turn around, honestly. But now we can get this girl out of the game, hopefully. She's got some stagger, so she loses a bit of distance. Loses a bit more when she dodges. That spot's undodgeable. Just about. Except for the way she did it. It's not. It's pretty much over. I can't down her with power anymore, but we can win a mind game, maybe. Yeah, just take the M1. Because there's really no point in using my power unless I want to hit her 3 times, because I would get World Breaker back, I guess, but I don't think it matters, because I'm going to go in my Undergate attack anyway. Main is almost down to nothing, and now we have somebody dead on hook with a second person up next. And injured still. Who doesn't even know I'm here, and is now dead. Take the window? Yep. Dead. 2 people. I'll use this time to break the window, because I've got time. I think you have like 10 seconds to do it or so, and then they just fall down and go into dying state. But nobody can save them while they're doing this. You can't for the people this, you can't flashlight save this. Now this game is just over. And I still had to turn back the clock from when I hooked the other girl. Disgusting. Like, just a couple of perks of this by itself are nasty. And that's not even counting when they all work together. Huge.
Very clever.
Guess I'll check on my totem, because that'd be like the one thing I could see them doing. You actually move decently fast. I think this is probably just as fast as Wraith moves. Let's go for Eddie. We hooked him once. It's not like it's ridiculous feat. Honestly, it doesn't matter anyway, because once you get to a 2-on-1, if the teammate decides not to save, it kind of is what it is. Why did you go in here? Head on? What was that about? Is that a head-on play? Alright then. Well, we'll go way in the corner then, where she definitely can't get you before I find her. She's injured anyway, so I doubt she will try. And I think about here, I don't give you any anti-camp. Gosh, I can't speak. How fast can I turn back the clock? That far away. Pretty decent. Oh wait, is she actually working on it? Okay. I know sometimes it makes like an additional audio cue sound if somebody's actually on it, kind of like Pain Res does. I think they just scream. Damn.
Your time draws near.
Let's just go for him. Let's just get this over with. Back in the locker again. Bait it. Do you not even have head on? Are you just wasting my time? He's seeing like he had something to prevent that, but I think that opportunity left the building a long time ago. Alright, well, we're back to 3 wins, guys. Let's go! Could have been at 7, but we'll take it. Oh man, I hope she doesn't have power struggle. Just kidding. I'm terrible for that. Let's go.
Wins with Vecna in a row. 3.
Will join me.
Yo mama. No, I don't know. Sorry. Alright. Good stuff. Let's keep, you know what? Yeah, let me throw some Bloody Pirate streamers on here. I also keep forgetting I have Mindbreaker. I haven't really noticed the impact it's been having, but I'm sure it's annoying. I'm also curious, I should look up if... Because usually blindness doesn't affect killer powers, just so that blindness isn't too overpowered. Like, I know for a fact, if Pig runs Third Seal, survivors affected by it can still see the jigsaw boxes.
Join me.
Yeah, it looks like it... I'm sure it's going to get patched out, but it looks like right now it does affect his grandfather clock. Huh. I guess Xenomorph's turret stations are also affected by blindness? That one I don't feel like is as big of a deal, though. Because it's not really a time-sensitive thing. Like Pig and Vecna's clocks are. That's interesting. I'm sure that will change. Alright, we gotta beat 3 this time, guys. Gotta stay focused. Alright, could potentially be a difficult map. Spawn right next to my totem again, which is huge. We love that. And if they decide to go look for Ruin as soon as they find out about it, then they'll waste some more time. I don't think Ruin is really run as often as it used to be, where survivors feel compelled to check for it immediately. Oh, why'd you double back, girl? Appreciate that, though. Oh, that was weird. I went a bit on the stairs. Huge. That was a quick one. We needed that. And now my perk will be active and I'll know exactly where to go next. Find somebody else. Hopefully before something pops.
You
Sable's also following me for some reason. And gonna get herself killed. I'll absolutely take 2 quick ones if you're willing to give them to me. They didn't even have anything about to pop. Now on my second hook. Let's go, dude. What a strong start. I think I want to hook this girl in basement, because if I go to the right, that's where my hive mind totem spawned, and I don't want to give that up. The location, I mean. Somebody is still working on that one, because it's a bit darker than it was. Somebody else is probably coming in for this save. Which I could just go straight out the door without breaking it. It's so huge. I don't think you understand what a big deal that is. And that's a free hit. This is regressing. Yo, you guys are throwing this game if you're not careful. Oh my gosh. I think I can get you to the basement with your buddy. Maybe get a free hit on somebody if they try to go for a rescue. Okay, never mind. Let's just hook you. Let's just do it quick because we got a couple seconds left of our power. Are you guys healing down here? Or did they already run out? They're still down here, oh my gosh. Alright, dude. I guess this game's over then, huh? Why would you heal down here? That's just poor carelessness right there. Poor planning. Like, that's incredible that I can just do that, dude. Like, I want to say let's cut these guys a break, but if for some reason I did lose this match, I would be so upset with myself. I wouldn't even have an excuse. Oh, it changed the sight. That might have been too close anyway. That's still gonna hit her if she doesn't move. Okay. Bro. Hey, what can you do? I'm blocking the hallway, bro. Yeah, this game was over when it started, I guess. I would normally be, like, disappointed that a game went this quickly, especially if I only had time for, like, 1 match, or I was trying to make a video or something. Because it's just generally not enjoyable for anybody when it's this quick. But since I'm doing a streak, shoot, I'll take these all day. Obviously, I want to win a streak because I, you know, played well and had good strategy and whatever, but... Jeez, bro, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. There's 2 people here! Oh my. Alright, GG's, y'all. Well, damn. I didn't even feel like I kicked ass. You guys were just careless. GG's. That's 4, baby. 4 in a row. Let's go.
I see your secrets.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to change anything. All I've changed is my offering to a better blood point offering. I'm like, I don't want to change the skin. I don't want to change the add-ons. I don't want to change the perk. Let's just keep this shit rolling. Because it's working for us. We're 4 wins right now. It would have been like 8 or 9. Would have been 8. But it's alright. Still got a good hour and a half left to stream. At least. I really would like to get to 10, but we'll see.
Escape.
Got 2 people empty-handed as well. I love Ormond Lake Bind. It's just, I think it's an atmospheric thing, but it also has features that you can do on other maps, like walk on the roof and stuff. I just find it very pleasing. And a lot of the maps are a lot different than others. I swear I heard somebody running over there, but I did see somebody on my right. I see scratch marks everywhere, but I've yet to actually spot a survivor. They officially know about Ruin now. Yeah, they're all here. That's undodgeable. Those are the ones that we live for. Ruin's done already. But that's okay. Because we can use turn back the clock this match. That was a really good juke, by the way. This girl is insane. There we go. We'll force you to either run back into me or go elsewhere.
Your days are numbered.
And I got the good side of the pallet too. Feels bad. Huge. Let's go. Took a bit longer than it should have, but we're okay. Somebody doing my clock. That's okay. We'll have an extra 12 seconds. I honestly think that add-on is really good. Ruin's gone, but hopefully I can turn back the clock on this. Problem is, now we don't have the benefit of if they let go, then I get the hit no matter what. Kinda got a little something, though. I can still turn back the clock and then head back. Huge. Let's go. And honestly, maybe I go bother this person too. Although they are at Shack. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Probably not. That was a big hit though. Let's go. Nice quick down. And we'll have Undergate back. We still have Hive Mind too, so I can go know which gen I can pop next. I'll probably go kick this one right here. Go in Undergate and then go pop one. That's probably Steve going back to his. But it doesn't look super, super red. I think we go to main and bank on maybe that still being regressed. And try to stop this one, because we know for sure this one's being worked on. That's a hit? Yeah, huge. And Steve didn't even pop, or Dave didn't even pop it. Huge. So hoping we'd hear a whoa, so we would drop too, but I didn't hear him. Alright, now Hive Mind is gone. It's a good one. David running me back into the other guys, which is pretty good. Now I can potentially interrupt that heal. No, but... Oh, I did interrupt it, actually. That's big. She got to heal the girl that came off hook, but she herself was freshly unhooked. Good dead hard. Even though I missed. There we go. You can only do so much. They did the clock, so that's one less person doing anything. I think maybe we just drop into basement here. Waste some of their time since I'm so close. I don't have any more info, but I do still have Turn Back the Clock and Mindbreaker, so that's less info they have. And Regression that I still have. Hi, Steve. I think I hit you? Yeah, I do hit you. That's really huge. We'll turn back the clock on that. That gen's still regressing. It'd probably be smarter, David, to try and stop that from regressing before he goes down for the save. We'll see if he does it or not. Try and cut you off here. He doesn't turn back. So you take it, you die, you don't, you die, so kind of a lose-lose. They'll be resetting behind me. What they should probably do is try to run away, which it looks like they're doing, because I do see scratch marks that way. I need to go get V out of the game as soon as possible. That needs to be my next mission. Doing an okay job holding gens, but it's only going to last so long. Oh, you ran into that. You ran into that at the last second, too. That's huge. If I can get a second person dead on hook, that's huge. Somebody did stop the regression on that, it looks like. We'll just take what we can get for this. And then I need to find V yesterday. Just hook close. I can turn back the clock on this, I think, before it ends. That is so huge that I got that off in time. And then hook here, and now I have another one for another gen. That's huge. Try to ignore David at all costs. I think I just saw auras over there. I have two people working over there. Then I can go bother them with another turn back the clock. Okay, I saw a aura. I don't know what I'm talking about too. It's also V though, which is huge. I need this girl dead. Turn back the clock on her Jenna, then we'll go chase her. Oh, I missed it. Shoot, she's getting away. That's still so huge though. She kind of waited for me also because she wasn't sure if she should go immediately back on her gen. Alright, V, I need you out as soon as possible, please. I need you to die. This girl's been pretty good at dodging. I could do an insta-kill on this girl, though, which is good. Is she dead-hearted?
I have prepared.
Got her. Go get a hit on somebody else, maybe? Get this very quickly, then we go back. Because otherwise she drops down and we have to go hook her. Missed a hit, but that's alright. Got the hit now. Now we kick this, and then we go look for somebody else. We'll drop down because this gen, I think they finish on my left. So those two are probably resetting. Uh-huh. Exactly. Is that a hit? No, but it was really close. That's a hit, though. That's huge. David now on my gen. Trying to be sneaky. I really don't want to go for David. Ideally, I need Sable out of the game, like, right now. But we bought ourselves a little bit of time. And some extra pressure. Steve probably going to go reset now. Yep. Looks like David dropped down. Maybe I could try to cut him off the other side. I really shouldn't be over here at all. No, I need to leave. Sable might try to get greedy. Steve lets us get a hit, which is huge. And I'm pretty sure David's going to run to do the gen that's behind main. It's honestly not too terrible of a situation, though. I only need to get one more person after Steve, so if I can hook him and get one more, we'll be okay. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. I couldn't stop the gen. Question is, can I stop the gate? I'm going to guess no. Especially because I don't have any close hooks, so I can immediately go in power. Maybe instead of power, I just go up the hill and try to hit somebody off the door. And if it's David, then I could get a quick down. No, they got it. This could be bad. No anti-camp, though. And I've got extra time and power. Kind of blows. Oh wait, if there's no anti-camp, then I could go an undergate, right? I think I could. Let's test it out. No, it still does that. It still does that. Yeah, that's almost undodgeable, though. Yo, if I can actually kill Steve right now, it'd be so huge. Damn. Damn it! No, it's not enough! I needed to get that sooner. I couldn't have missed that one, or I'd have been fine. Because I have no pressure. Damn it! Damn it, dude! I needed Steve. I should have been more patient, but I didn't have line of sight. Oh, I could have come back on that. He might have still had anti-camp though, because that lasts for a while. Imagine though, because I ended up hitting him at the gate. But it could have actually gotten really lucky. If he had 4 tokens of World Breaker, if he had 4 World Breaker tokens, then I could have actually stopped him and he would have raised up at the gate and been, you know, terrorized or whatever, and I could have broke his neck and went back and hooked Sable and we could have saved it. Damn. That was so close. Oh, another tie technically, but I don't know, guys. Are we counting this as ties? I don't know. I feel like no. I'm trying to do.
Can't help you.
I'm trying to do what Otstarva would do, and he would not count it. Like he would count it as a loss. I kind of don't want to start another streak though. We got to 4. It's not a respectable streak, but it is good. It's not like we played bad. It was still a good game. I feel like that team just really had it together, you know? They were on their P's and Q's. I think I'm just going to try to take it easy and play a Survivor game or 2.
People will die out here if they don't know what they're doing.
Tell him, Rick. I still need Adept Rick also. Oh, that's rude. I think I broke it. I'm just excited for 2v8 to come back, man. I'm going to be on that all the time. I love 2v8. It's my absolute favorite game mode. I probably even like it better than 1v4, honestly. So much fun. I cannot wait. I believe it's February 10th. Damn, I'm bummed, bro. I really thought we had that one. Yeah, I maybe could have tried, instead of using my power, to just run up on him and then wait the 10 seconds, but I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny if we're going against our same exact build? Shot you. Alright. How do you know I'm here? How does he know? This is actually one of the best maps for Trapper because there's so much grass. How does he actually know? Of course this is where you spawned in. Of course it is. Guess I should have stepped in it so he at least had to reset it.
Help! Help!
Somebody brought luck. I'm using it. Or maybe not. Alright, well, if you guys don't come for me, I will use it. Oh my god, this game's gonna be over in 2 seconds!
So,
Oh my gosh. What kind of a Trapper game is this? You're a coward, Jeff. Why are you picking her up first? I know I did this to myself by trying to escape, but... Also, why would you pick her up first, though? She wasn't even fully recovered. I know it was on the way, but like... Suspicious behavior detected during the match, it said. By who? I've never seen it say that. What did it say? I got out of it too quick. I gotta see if I can find that. I got out of it too quick. Suspicious behavior was detected during the previous match. Please be advised that repeated suspicious behavior, such as intentionally getting killed, may result in the loss of a grade. Oh. Yeah, well, that was because somebody brought luck. And so I was like, okay. Yeah, I intentionally missed skill checks because I was like, whatever. This game's already over.
Dying out here. Can't stop it all, but maybe we can slow it down.
You know what, man? Whatever. I was like, maybe I'll have a relaxing game of Survivor. Dude, Jen. Okay, dude.
I will reshape this world as I have.
Maybe we just need to try with Creel. Maybe I should switch some things out, though. I feel like... maybe we take off this and we do the one that spawns one less clock. I think that could be good. One less grandfather clock, and then they can't see him. That could be good. Maybe we just try like a blindness build in general? Because if that does affect that right now, maybe this is the time to do third seal.
Powerful.
Do third seal on dying. It's kind of a more totems than I want to worry about patrolling, but at the same time, could be a little bit better. Where the heck's Undying? Oh, there it is. This, if it really doesn't show auras with clocks, I guess I'd have to play a Survivor match against a killer using Fearmonger or something to find out for sure. But if it really doesn't show, then this is actually a nasty build. And honestly, half the game's ruins been lasting a decent amount of time. And I really like that Hive Mind doesn't... it's not cleansable until I hook somebody. I guess technically they could still cleanse all 5 totems and then it wouldn't have anything to open on, but nobody cleanses all 5 totems at 5 gens. For no reason. Like, they would have no way of knowing. That was weird. I didn't know it makes them scream and stuff with it. Well, there goes that. I'll say, you guys do not want to run together. That's third seal. Oh, that's undodgeable. I should have waited. That's third seal. Okay, that was Undying.
You are stronger than I
They did the clock,
expected.
but I don't know if they were just next to it or what. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're still going to do the clock, but I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to get it done. Oh, you messed up. You gave me a free hit. You're also the one that did my totem. So if she has a build to find totems, then it's over. Could have sworn, yeah, she was doing this totem. She healed first. Which is why it's a great thing. Yeah, that's why it's a great thing that, I heard her. Because if I had left, she would have went back for it. Yeah, if they actually can't see clocks, that's kind of messed up. And it would be so strong. Alright, we'll take that. Thanks for the free one. That was really close, actually. Alright, that was ruin. Wait, where are you? You under me? Oh, she's under me. Damn, alright. Wait. Oh, that was Hive Mind. They still haven't done third seal. I have so many totems, I keep forgetting about them. Alright, third seal's way back there. Somebody's been busy over there here, though. I got money on Sable.
It begins.
There it goes. Now they've got all of them. I mean, we still wasted a considerable amount of their time, but it's a bit of a shame they all went so quick. That's why I didn't want to have 4 totems before. But we're going to try something different because we keep losing the streaks.
Enough games.
Now I have no perks. Why does my Hive Mind look blue now? Because it's faded out. It's kind of weird. What? That was... Oh. Wait. Oh, that was for the people. Why would you do that, though? You're the other person I've hooked. That's kind of dumb. Risky. So was that. Alright, then. Well, this girl needs to die, then. Because they're flying gens, and they're still... And they still got on my totems. I don't know how they're fighting the totems so quickly. Is it just a bad map for it, or what? Alright, alright. This is not the Claudette I want, but if we can get them both dead on hook, then it doesn't matter which one we find later.
Your time draws near.
That missed. I went too far. That sucks. Oh, that was weird. I like went into the pallet. I didn't think it was gonna let me do that. Oh, there's the other girl that's dead on hook, though. Let's get her. She's the one I need. Get her out of here. Huge. Damn, that was good. Probably need this girl out of here. Oh, she left, thank God. I'm gonna lose everything though by the time I down this girl. Yeah. Now I got nothing. Took a whole game. Ooh, she barely got out of that, honestly. There we go. Surprised they still bother to do the clock with all the gates they gotta do. This is one of the best spots we could down her, though. It's just about as far away from both gates as it can be. They might not even bother to come for the save since the gates are so far, but you never know. Oh, dude, if that hit. You suck. Sorry, we can cut her off, I think. I think we can cut her off. Huge. What? Oh, yo, that was what, conviction or whatever? I was about to pick your ass up, too. That was insane! What is that, conviction? Is that what it's called? Damn, that was so good, actually. Yeah. Damn, dude. Oh, she brought Unbreakable, so she did it even faster. I was about to pick her up, too. I was literally about to hit the button when she did it. Oh, well, we tried.